Today is part 2 of my weekly series where I'm making my own recreations of famous paintings in history. So first off, I have to open a new canvas magnet. Now I'm sketching out horizontal S-curve and beginning to create a silhouette. But before I could start painting, I instantly had the impulse to clean up my palette. It's gotten 100 times worse than this in the past, but it's so therapeutic. Remember to use a palette knife and not your fingers whenever you're doing this. Dried paint is very sharp. I used the now clean palette to mix up a yellow ochre and thin it with some water, and it's time to paint. If you weren't here for last week's video, I painted the Louvre Pyramid, so you might be wondering, is every art piece in the series going to have a similar pattern? Nope, we're going to be going through a bunch of different time periods and a bunch of different places, and the next one is the Lascaux Cave. Yep, we just went to something semi-recent in the grand scheme of things. And now we're going back to ancient human history. The Lascaux Cave takes place in southwestern France, near the village of, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. It was only discovered in late 1940, but is said to have been painted anywhere from 17,000 to 22,000 years ago. Yes, humans this long ago, far before the first written languages had been formed, were creative and used tools to create paintings of humans, horses, deer, bison, cattle, and different symbols. I think people forget just how important art is to history. In fact, I think it's the most important. It shows the people's perception. The cave was opened to the public in July of 1948, accumulating over 1,200 visitors per day. Unfortunately, unlike art museums, these paintings cannot be put behind closed glass with sealant to keep them safe. By 1955, the paintings had already been very damaged by not only the constant visitors, but also carbon dioxide, humidity, and heat. By 1963, Lascaux Cave was closed to the public and put on constant monitoring on a daily basis. And here's my painting of a horse. To the whiteboard you go.